everyone. It's such an amazing day today. It's sunny, it's
warm.
not cold.
I think I'm getting a suntan.
They keep telling us how lucky we've been this week for this beautiful weather. But anyway, today is going to be an awesome day because we're going to hang out with one of the patron who lives on a canal boat.
That one.
Yeah, the little green and red boat over there.
And we're pretty excited because canal boats were why we got a sailboat. Let me explain that for a second. When we were looking into sort of alternative ways of living, we actually found people living on canal boats quite a while before we realized you could also live on a sailboat. So for us, it's really cool to actually be in the UK where there are real canal boats, and we're gonna go get a tour of one today.
I'm so excited.
So let's do it.
Let's do it.
But yeah, it's the little green one right behind us. So
let's go.
Let's go for a tour. Oh, and the camera didn't even fall off, which is really cool. I'm already surprised by two things. One, there's a whole bunch of stuff growing in the bottom of the canal. And two, you can see the bottom, which means the water's pretty clear. And here's Neville.
Hey!
Nice drum. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Hi,
Just bought this.
They're so cute.
That's the boat.
Yeah, the green one, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It looks tiny from up here.
It's funny because I knew what canal boats were, and I know they're skinny and long, but I've never. Now that I see them, they're really, really skinny.
Yeah. It's actually looks bigger inside.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the length? Like 60 feet?
61.
61.
So we go check it out?
Yeah, let's go check it out. I'm excited.
So then we've got the chimney, and then these are just like normal vents.
Yeah.
Is this your fender?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute! Although I like the concept though, because you have like a rub rail and then you're almost always up against a big flat wall and there's no tide, so all you need is just a tiny little bit. Do people do solar and stuff like that on these boats? Like just cover the whole top in solar panels, or is there not enough sun here? Or trees?
No, solar's actually good, but I didn't want to change anything for the year, so
Yeah, no, that's cool. Should we go inside?
Yeah, let's go inside. Alrighty.
This is awesome. It's kind of like a sailboat or an iceberg, like most of it's underwater. So it looks bigger on the inside than it does from the outside. When was it built?
99, I think.
99?
Yeah.
That new?
19 years, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a steel boat all the way around, like roof, walls, hull.
10 at the 10 millimeters bottom.
10
6
millimeters? That's a full centimeter thick steel?
6 at the sides and
Good Lord.
5 or 4 at the top.
I don't even think our fiberglass in our boat's a centimeter thick.
Yeah, well, it's flat bottom as well.
Yeah. Well, and it's really long too, so it does have to have
it can't tilt.
quite a bit of rigidity.
So it can't go into like tidal waters. It can go, but it's pretty risky because if it's tilt more than 20 or 30 degrees, I don't know.
It'll fall over.
The displacement will need water to get in. Once the water get in.
So 2 feet of draft, 60 feet long. How wide is it? This wide?
6'10".
This is no.
6
Oh,
feet
well,
10.
outside.
Outside, yeah.
This feels like.
Yeah, this will be at
5 feet.
Yeah.
And there's a wood stove because you need one.
Yeah, wood, coal. Yeah. And I didn't change anything since I bought it. Everything's exactly the same. It's my favorite place to.
This I could sip on coffee every morning here for like a very long time.
That's what I've been doing today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like cooking from all countries. So cooking dishes from all countries. I try and go to like different restaurants from different countries, Ghana, Cameroon, Nigeria, And then I go to YouTube, learn the recipe and try and cook them. That's why I ended up with all these full of different spices from different countries.
This looks like it's right out of sailboat. Same kind of like marine.
Yeah. Well, I think it is marine because...
Yeah. It's the only thing that I recognize from like a sailboat industry is this thing right here.
Houdini hatch.
Yeah, the rest of it looks like just a cottage.
Oven.
Tile and wood and...
Like whatever came with the boat has these kind of things which I have not seen in other boats.
This looks like a swan. And this
is a painted boat art, yeah. Yeah, pictures there as well.
Wow.
study area. I want to turn into a music studio. That's why I got a longer boat. So I was looking for space where I can play at night, and most of the practice rooms, they close at 6 o'clock.
No way.
Yeah, I think some legislation. You are in a space, but at the same time you are kind of completely disconnected to what's around you. You can be in the middle of London, right in the middle of London city, in this boat. This will just be the place where I mix and compose and all those things.
Your recording studio.
Yeah, recording studio.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a natural, as you can tell.
And that's how you lip sync a flute.
And that's how you lip sync a flute.
Gotcha.
Do you want to either
Oh, yeah.
this or let me go first?
Sure. Switch!
Oh, but then go first. Though. There's no space for two.
Yeah, we need a wider angle lens. Alright,
And
toilet,
that's the
sink, shower. I mean, compared to a sailboat, it's big. So,
Messy?
does this fold down to create the rest of the bed?
Yeah.
Ha!
Oh. When you
Is this
lift the
way?
bed, it'll wood will.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's the only way you can get a full-size bed in here without cutting off complete circulation from the rest of the boat. And now we've made it to the back boat. That's all 61 feet.
And where you are right next to is where the batteries and the engines are. Okay,
How long does it take to get the boat ready to leave?
5 minutes.
Start the motor, untie some lines. You all set?
All set.
That's it, we are on top speed.
You need a pipe and a hat though, like a puffing up.
So how fast are we going right now?
Maybe like 2 knots.
2 knots, yeah.
On our electric motor with no wind or no current, we could do this all day long. We'd be drawing 900 watts or something. Like we could do it off of solar.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in a boat there is so much of space to put solar panels.
Yeah. Oh, this thing you could put like
6 panels.
3 kilo.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if you didn't have anything else, you
Yeah,
could
yeah.
cover the whole top with solar and have 3 kilowatts, 4 kilowatts. I mean, you could have tons of solar on a boat like this. So even when it's cloudy and rainy, you'd still be putting power in.
So that's CANAL speed, huh?
Yeah. Well, 3 knots, so a titch faster. That's what our goal. Our goal is to do 40 miles at 3 knots.
3 knots.
Which is we're almost there actually. A little bit of tweaking our motor and we should be there.
Build a platform.
Yes! Nailed it! Do you mind if we ask how much this thing cost?
It was
Roughly?
40.
40,000,
Yeah.
so that's
And-
about 60,000-ish US, 55,
Yeah.
something like that?
And it took another 10.
So what about dockage? Like how much do you have to pay to tie up?
75 pounds a month
And that's just to sort of have a permit, or is that to tie up to a
for a
specific?
year. For a month, so 900 a year, and you can move around
Okay.
anywhere. If you think of a flat in London, it's 50, it's 500,000. So by living in a boat, I'm getting 20,000 pounds cash every year, because I would be paying 20,000 for the next 25 years
For sure.
as mortgage or whatever. And I don't like to be in a flat anyway.
The question we always get asked is how we can afford the lifestyle, right? So if you're living on a boat in a city, you still have a full-time job, or
Yeah, there are most people have a full-time job. I don't. I do work part-time.
right?
But most people have a full-time job.
that little boat is used to harvest and clean out all the weeds in the canal. Got like a big chainsaw and a conveyor belt.
It's been a big problem because the summer was the biggest summer.
It was hot, right?
And it's all green, and every hour, half an hour, your weed hatch is full of weeds.
Oof. How's the slow life, Chica?
I absolutely love it.
Can you touch it? Oh wow, it's like right there.
It's like right here, yeah.
Alright guys, I gotta admit, this is pretty freaking cool. 4 years ago, before we bought our sailboat, Kika and I found pictures of canal boats on maybe Pinterest or maybe Instagram, and we kind of fell in love with them. But the only problem is they're sort of landlocked to either, you know, the UK or Europe. You can kind of take them back and forth on a barge, but we wanted to travel more. We wanted to see more of the world, so that's why we ended up getting a sailboat. But I gotta say, now actually being on one of these things, they're really cool. It's really the slow life though. We're going 2 knots through the canal, but who cares? We're just chugging along. They're kind of the ideal boat for electric too. I know there have been some that have been converted to electric already, but you could stretch 4 or 5 kilowatts of solar across the roof of one of these things. So even on a cloudy day, you could recharge your batteries. And a lot of places you can plug in and charge them up too. They're not really restricted by weight, and you only go along at 2 or 3 knots. So having an electric motor in one of these things would be pretty sweet. Not saying it's on our bucket list anytime soon, but this has been a lot of fun. We're just out for a little spin up the canal, and then we'll find a place to park it. Neville said that you're supposed to move every 2 weeks, but he lives on it most of the time. So he just kind of moves it along, finds a cool place to park, parks it, hangs out for a little while, takes the bus around London, moves it around again. The canal system here in the UK is very intricate. You can spend months, years even, going through all of them. And the cool part about a boat like this is it's only I think he said 6'10", so under 7 feet wide, and it only draws 2 feet. So it's pretty much unlimited amount of the canals you can go into here. All right, I'm gonna take you all the way through the back to go see what Kika's up to. How's it going, Captain Kika?
Good. It's so long.
What do you think? Should we get one?
Yes. It's actually really cool because when you were walking inside, we could feel it on the outside. Like everything just moves. It's so sensitive. Yeah, Neville was explaining that one issue with long boats like this is that you can't really turn around. You have to go to a designated section just to be able to turn your boat. And it happened to you, right? That you tried to turn around and it got stuck in between.
Yeah. If you get stuck both sides, on either side, you can't move. You need a third person to take you out.
What do you think, guys? I don't think I'm gonna make it standing up. I think I might need to come down here. This is awesome. Hello, hello, hello. Check this out.
And just like that, you have a new backyard.
Yep. And a barbecue.
Yeah, just leave it.